The manager, booking agent, like I think that was a super interesting conversation. And I think, what we were saying is like, so like managers handling your day-to-day business. A manager's job is to make sure that you're operating as an actual business. You're an employee. Like the manager works for you, yes, but you have to treat the manager like he has the power to direct you. Like, hey, like you got to go do this, you got to go do that. There's a certain level of day to day. The booking agent, when it comes to shows, is such a different thing because the booking agent is looking out for festivals, is looking out for events, and they're talking to the promoters and getting you booked for the show. Now, there's booking agents that work for promoters and there's booking agents that work for artists. Because booking agents that work for the promoters usually are the promoters. Like Ricky D pretty much like probably has, people that assist him in building the contracts when he brings somebody down, for instance. But at the end of the day, it's like a booking agent, right? Like he's gonna promote the party, but he's gonna book the artist. He's gonna do all that. So a booking agent is important. The thing is, you have to be able to generate some kind of interest for a booking agent to have something to work with, right? But if you get the right person, like a lot of people start their businesses where it's the homies who never did the job before and learn on the job, and a lot of people knock that, but that actually works out for a lot of people
Well,
because
especially because,
it's
like,
somebody invested.
at the end of the day, it's like the problem with business people is they're the quickest people to figure out how to charge people, right? Like, how long is it going to take for a man's to go say a word? I can make money from a guy who's more successful than my homie. So it's hard to like necessarily find somebody that knows exactly how to do their craft that's going to be like, yeah, my guy, I'm going to come work for you for free. And then we get back to that money debate where all of us is like, yeah, we don't have that cheddar to go pay you to go do everything proper, which maybe is a problem. Maybe like we have to go pay more people to do more things, which is probably
But
fair.
here's the key about managers. Remember that managers don't
Well,
get
I meant more
paid
the
from
booking
you.
agent.
Oh yeah, well the booking agent's supposed to book you, make his money off your fee. Like there's supposed to be there that at some point there has to be a consensus in your team to what your show or what your presence at a show or at an event or at this is worth, and it has to be your bottom line. Like it has to be like no exceptions. Like hey, like this is it. This is the asking price. Because in a professional business, the promoter is gonna ask for a bid. Like what's the bid? Like what's your price? They're going to place a bid on that price. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, that's where the negotiations come in. But the booking agent, the manager, they're all supposed to eat on what they bring in for you. So you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of managers will ask you for cash up front. If a manager asks you for cash up front, turn that guy the fuck down and send him packing because that's not how it's supposed to work. Like maybe that dude will do the work for you, maybe, but you should never ever have to pay a manager up front when the job is not done yet. Like they're supposed to be in an agent, a manager, no matter how you break the verbiage, we're talking about, 10, 20%, whatever the fee is, but they're taking that from what they're earning you. So got to close contracts, got to get money. The promoter job is once your show is booked, it's his job to get everybody knowing that the event is that day, get the most eyes on it possible, draw the most attention possible to it. So you have these three very important elements to what would make an artist be able to function as a business. And the producer is just as important, but not every artist has an in-house producer. So that's tricky. But
Well,
you should always have that.
I'd argue that most people I talk to, that I know, do not have in-house marketing teams and in-house promotion. I'm like,
Who can afford it?
I don't know, but it's also, I don't know that half. I don't want to say this in a rude way, but I don't know that a lot of people would know good marketing if it slapped them in the face.
There you go.
And it's
But
like,
that's a fact.
promotion is a thing that I'm pretty bad at, and it could be argued that my promo game is trash. Fair. But my marketing's on point because I'm really good at marketing. I'm not good at a lot of other things, but like really understanding trends and numbers and the relationships between people in the micro and the macro, and like, you know, taking myself out of the equation and like, you know, just scheming. Like this shit's fun for me. It's
But
like,
even knowing the difference between those two things is important. The fact that, hey, I'm not that great at promotion, but marketing is my thing. The fact that you understand that there's a difference between the two
but like,
is the big step up there. You know
so
what I mean?
just to like kind of break it down, promotion, like you were saying before, is really just putting eyes on shit. Like that's almost all promotion is to put eyes on
Yeah.
things. And a lot of,
Marketing gives the promotion the material to promote. Like you get that's how the chain works.
yeah,
So even in a major corporation, if you look at it from a major corporation standpoint, right, the marketing team makes all the decisions, and then the next level, the salespeople or the promo team hand out this the you know, for lack of a better term, the propaganda. Like
yeah.
you
So
get
like
it, like the promoter is the
the
spreader of the
marketing
propaganda.
team will
The
like make,
marketing creates it.
or like think about it from a website world, right? A lot of people sign up for shit. The marketing team is gonna make the website. They're gonna run the. They're gonna come up with the branding, like the slogans, the shit like that. The promo teams are probably gonna be the ones that run the email campaigns and the pop-ups and the things like that that come across that. They're separate teams. Promo's job is to figure out ways to put information in front of your eyes. Marketing is the information. Like behind
Yeah.
that suit is a concept. Like everything I do is come up with concepts and then find ways to execute these like universes and plans and cohesive things that kind of build into each other, and they're meant to tap into certain demographics and certain angles, and like all of that shit's marketing. It's really just like, how do I fit into a puzzle? And how do I fit into a puzzle in a way that's not boring? It's basically what you were saying earlier with, I don't want to just come up with any show. My show got to be fly. Marketing is effectively how to be fly in a more corporate sense. And then,
Exactly. Listen, marketing makes decisions like back to even the corporate thing. Like, so if you think about like in the hierarchy of from speak from experience that I know, like so in the hierarchy of a telemarketing, not a telemarketing, a telecom company. So if you look at it and or you know, for lack of a they're like a cell phone company, right? Like if you think about it, so what happens is marketing is sitting there deciding what plans they need to be selling, what promotions should we be having. Marketing decides all that, and then once they decide what it is, they come up with the plan and how it needs to be released, and hand that to promotions in some cases. In some cases, it will be directly to the sales force, right?
yeah, so
But
sales
that's
would be
where the
like, sales is basically any operation where you literally have people selling shit to people. And it could be like the storefront, but that's where it gets tricky, where like honestly it becomes like the promo team could also be your sales team if it's online.
but that's exactly where it is.